just what little bit I've used it so far, you know, I've read a lot of reviews that says it's a small screen. A lot of people say it's useless. They don't like how small the screen is. They can't see it. Wearing it around, now I'll tell you right up front, I haven't worn it inside of a fire yet. I've walked around in dark rooms, walked around just kind of looking at different heat emitting sources, playing with it, getting used to it a little bit. I like where it's at. Obviously, you know, if it was a little bigger screen, maybe it'd be all right. But I think if you got any bigger, it would restrict your field of view inside your mask. And this isn't something you're sitting there staring at all the time, but it's hands-free. It's easy just to glance down and see and have an idea of heat sources in the room, of the layout of the room. You know, this thermal imager isn't a thermal imager that you put on the truck and you use to go in and you use for size up, and you use to go in and do a thorough search of the building. Obviously, the technology in this isn't what a $5,000 to $10,000 even higher thermal imager is, but this is a situational, what I call situational awareness thermal imager. When I go into a fire, I have a thermal imager that's hands-free. I don't have to worry about getting it off the truck. If I've got my mask on, I've got it. All I got to do is remember to turn it on before I put my mask on, and it's ready to go. Once I turn it on, I can actually push this power button on the thermal imager one time, just push it, and it goes into standby mode. When I get ready to use it, all I got to do is reach up, turn it on. This ScotSight Pro does record video. The only drawback to it right now is to download the video from the ScotSight Pro. You do have to have the programmer, which is an extra cost. It's a separate device you have to buy. Scott tells me in the future they're working on that, and hopefully you'll be able to download the video using the app on your phone or tablet. I hope they do that. I hope they do it fairly soon, because that would make life a lot easier. But just be aware that if you get one of these and you go with the Pro thinking that you're going to be able to record the video and get it with your app like I thought you'd be able to, that's not the case. You do have to have the separate program that hooks up to your computer, and you have to download it to your computer, and then you can use it from there. So other than that, can't give you just a real in-depth review on it right now. For what it is, I'm happy with it, and I look forward to using it in a fire and seeing how it does. So thank y'all for watching. Hopefully this helps you if you've given thought to purchasing one of these. For the price, it is a bit pricey, but not really for a thermal imager. Again, it's not a full-fledged thermal imager that you're going to use for everything, but for situational awareness of going in a fire, being able to see the layout of the room. If conditions are deteriorating, you can see it faster with this. You can see the fire conditions. You can see the layout of the room. You're not stuck trying to feel your way back out on a wall. I can find doors. It's a lot of advantages to it. I can make a quicker attack on a fire, but it's limitless. If you're not familiar with thermal imaging and all the advantages of it and the different uses and the different technologies and types, like I said, this is more of a situational awareness thermal imager. I highly recommend doing a YouTube search. Look up Andy Starnes. Andy Starnes has a lot of good videos out there. He does Insight, does a lot of nationwide courses. Highly recommend getting in one. I'm looking at some that I'm going to hopefully try to attend here pretty soon. A lot of good information, just very good information. I highly recommend it, looking it up. All right, other than that, I appreciate y'all visiting my site. Hopefully this helped you. Maybe it'll help you make a decision on whether this item's for you or not. If I can be any assistance, just shoot me an email. Again, if you have any suggestions on items you'd like to see reviewed or talked about, things like that, how-to videos on installing things like this, let me know. I'll see what I can do. I told you in the first video that I would be contacting some dealers and things and trying to get some to come in and talk with me. I've run into a huge, I don't know if I want to say roadblock, but a hurdle on getting items in here. I thought it'd be a lot easier to talk to some dealers and get my hands on items, but it's not going to be quite that easy. I think I'm going to have to keep trying to press and dig and push. Some people I think kind of don't want, I don't know if they don't want their products reviewed or what. I'll say again, I'm not here to put one product against another, say this one's better or that one's better. All I'm wanting to do is look at items, look at the benefits of them. You know, I know every turnout, there's different materials, different, you know, models, different cuts, all that stuff. So I'm not looking to compare or say somebody's product's better than another. I just want to point out and give people that are looking at purchasing something a way to find something online, look at it, get some information, and have that information readily available when you're talking about weights and how stuff works and how hard it is to put it into service or things like that that may be holding them up from making that purchase, or you know, putting forth a large amount of their own money in most cases to purchasing these items. So again, if anybody out there has any points of contact, can ease the process any on getting some items in here to review, let me know. I did purchase a radio strap here recently, and I'm going to be doing a review on it and a couple different styles of radio straps. And like I said, if y'all have any suggestions or questions, feel free to reach out to me. And thank you for joining me.